It was good. Good week, main training session now, but it was good to get out there and have most of the game against GWS played the way that we wanted to play it, so it was good. And
obviously, the win against Essendon was quite a lot tighter. Was it good to be able to come away with a comfortable victory at all?
Yes, but again, it was all the things that we wanted to do that sort of led. You see the scoreboard last, but all the stuff that we wanted to do, the way we wanted to play, especially after quarter time, we were quite pleased. Now we've got challenges to back it up and do it 2 weeks in a row and have an interstate travel and put the same things into practice.
In all honesty, how hard is it going to be to couple of losses each club?
Mitch has had a really good year, and he's been a great acquisition to the club. We are fully aware of that, like everybody else is. We need to unearth another tall forward who can go down there and give the contest that Mitch has been giving. We've got a couple of options, we think, both from within and without of the side. So we'll wait and see.
Joe, what's one of those options?
Yeah, it'd be a chance. That'd be tempting, wouldn't it? He's had 5 weeks of pretty good form. Yeah, we talked about that at match committee, and we've still got a few days. Yeah, that's an option, I think.
It must be pleasing to have Jared and Colin Garland as well play well down there with Net B down there.
Yeah, that's good, and it's it's about people coming in and playing their role, and perhaps a different role. James Frawley's been in my office every day this week so far, wanting to know if it's his turn this week that he can be the defender come forward. And so he's pretty keen to put his hand up to go down there. So we think we've got a couple of options. Yeah, well, they're another two. So we've got, all of a sudden we've got options everywhere, which would be nice. But we just need someone to come in and understand the role that we want them to play. So one of Martin or Cook or Frawley or Jack Watts is probably going to go down there. He did have surgery yesterday. Went well. The report that I got is expecting a full recovery, and he's right for day 1 of pre-season.
You say you've got all these options. Is it at this point in the season, are you all willing to try different things, experiment with people down back and for the future endeavour of the club?
It's always a combination of a whole heap of things, and that'll come into it, but it won't be the sole reason that we'll do things. We feel we play better footy with 2 tall target forwards, and we'll try and get the best mix to make sure that we play that way.
What impact do you think it has on someone such as Jared Rivers to pressure him up and go forward?
It's good for 1 week. We'll see how he goes. If it happens again this week, then we can say it's been really good. And if he continues, pretty hard, Pete, to crystal ball gaze, but work for a week. And again, it's often sometimes when people come back from injury, they get up for the first week, or a young kid comes in and plays really well, and then some people struggle to replicate that in the second week. So we'll see where Jared plays. I'm not, Brisbane have a couple of pretty handy forwards themselves, so we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Do we underestimate how difficult it is to go from one end to the rest?
Yeah, I think we do, but I don't know if Jared does after having a chat during the next day. No, it is. It's quite difficult. But one of the things you get with people like Jared Rivers and Cole Garland, they're naturally competitive people, and I don't think it has any concern with where they play on the football ground. They're naturally competitive guys, and they want to play well either end.
He said after last week's game he doesn't have a goal kicking routine.
Yeah, I read that. Well, he kicked 4-1. We might leave him alone. He's a smart player. He'll work it out. Whatever his goal kicking routine was, four goals from 5 efforts. I think I'll leave it alone.
Sense of frustration in a way that Mitch is gone now, and you're just starting to get settled, I guess.
Injuries are injuries as a part of footy. You can never. No clubs like getting injuries. It's a combative contact sport. You're going to get them, and that's just our lot in life.
Jack Tringo plays his 50th game this week. What do you expect him to achieve in the next 50?
Continued improvement, both on the field and continued development of his captaincy. We know that Jack works exceptionally hard in all parts of his game, and you know, they'd be the two things, Pete.
Do you take it when it could be Martin on the weekend, which is just one thing, to a sign that he started to, lift his form?
Yeah, I hope so. It was a good grab, and then he played on. Just like all players, you just want to see that on a regular basis, and we know with Jack just how hard he works on his game, and we think that the impact that he can have offensively will continue to increase.
Not just on preparation for this week, do you look back at round one and pinpoint specific things in that game, or do you look back at their recent form the last few weeks and target those?
Yeah, we do both. So we've had a look at round one. There are certain styles of their game that they've changed. There's certain styles to their game they've certainly improved, so they're in better form than what they were in round one. They've had a really good couple of weeks. They've beaten West Coast and they played really well against the Bulldogs on the weekend. So we've looked at both.
When we know that Ryan Bale's obviously struggling
Yep.
much each week, what's your philosophy around that, and what's the expectation this week?
Yeah, our philosophy is that we're being really diligent with Rowe, and he's feeling really good within himself. He's been training, and he feels really good. We're taking what we describe as a really responsible approach, and as soon as Rowe passes the neurological test that he needs to pass, he's available for selection. So we're hoping that will be this week. He's going to participate in the main training session, and look, he's an important part of our team, an important part of the future of the club, and great kid, trains really hard, super fit. So as soon as he's available to play, we'll strongly consider him straight in the AFL side.
Do you feel okay?
Yeah, he does. I think that for Rowe's probably one of the most frustrating things. He feels really good, so there's no ill effects. He's able to train, and attends all the meetings and hasn't missed a beat. But we're just got to make sure that we're doing the best thing for Rowe and his long-term health.
You mentioned Brisbane had changed a few things since earlier in the year, and they've probably surprised a few people in the last few weeks as well. What have they changed to the outside?
Well, again, I suppose that they're maybe it's just their improved ability to have their game plan for 4 quarters, week in, week out. Like, they were really, really impressive against the Bulldogs and the Eagles. The manner in which they moved the footy, it was really quick, and their skills were first rate. And I think most clubs just sort of develop that as the season goes. But they're in really good form. All right. No worries. Thanks, guys.